I was angry. To be honest, I was angry.
This is what Elisa York saw when she went to visit her late grandparents in the Veterans section at Beechwood Cemetery. It was the day before Remembrance Day, and their plaque was covered with overgrown grass and mud, their names almost completely obscured.
I felt very sad, and I felt like they weren't getting the care and the respect that I would have hoped for them to be getting.
But it wasn't just her grandparents. York saw multiple veterans' plaques in the same condition, some of them covered so badly you would barely know they were there.
Like, this is all just sod, and it's not that hard to lift it up and get it out of the way. But look at how thick that is. It's terrible.
And on the north side of the section, tire tracks indicating just how alarmingly close some vehicles were getting.
And look at where the tire tracks are, because there's no marker, right? You can't even see the whole name. But there's a person in here. There's a corporal in here. It's heartbreaking. These people meant a lot to somebody, and you can't even find their plaques.
York raised her concerns immediately with cemetery staff who cleared and elevated her grandparents' plaque within a day. She says she's grateful for that, but that this type of care should be taken for all veterans who are laid to rest here.
And they could just fade away and no one's ever going to know. And that's not how we're supposed to respect our families or our elders or the dead or our veterans.
We reached out to Mount Pleasant Group, who runs Beechwood Cemetery, for comment. In a statement, they said, in part, "We put a great deal of effort into maintaining these sections year-round and in advance of Remembrance Day services. Unfortunately, the weather, especially at this time of year, does not always make that job easy." They go on to apologize to York and say they will continue to make every effort to make these grounds look as good as they can. Now, Mount Pleasant Group runs 10 cemeteries in the GTA, 8 of which have veterans sections. Now, Lisa wrote into us to tell us about this story. If there's a story you'd like us to look into, here's all the ways you can reach us.